coffee brewing in the cafeteria? I'm very disappointed.
Your trophies are displayed in the trophy room on the Starship Phoenix. Trophies can be found in hidden locations or earned for impressive accomplishments. The jackpot crate multiplies all bolts and experience gained for a limited time.
It's an escape pod. It must have come from the Star Cruiser. And look! Footprints! Someone else made it off that ship alive.
We must have just missed them. This pocket crotchetizer is still warm.
Ew.
A call was recently made using the pod's emergency communicator. There is a recording.
Supernova Taxi.
I need a cab to come get me right away.
Whoa, this must be my lucky day. So where can I pick you up, sweet cheeks?
I'm on planet Zeldrin. Just look for the gigantic wrecked Star Cruiser. You can't miss it.
Wrecked Star Cruiser, huh? Yeah, you sound like a girl who knows how to party. What say you and me go to the cyber disco later on?
Watch it, buddy. I mean, don't get fresh with me.
Well, sorry, lady. I couldn't help myself. I mean, a woman like you in a dress like that.
Oh, this is something I threw together.
So where you headed?
I'll tell you that when you get here. And if you keep this quiet, there's another 5 bolts in it for you. Oh, one more thing.
You happen to have a spare charge pack for this thing?
P20 crotchetizer, huh? This gets better every second.
I should have known.
What? That Quark had a sister?
Huh? No, that he's still alive. That was Quark.
Oh. But why did he not report back to the Phoenix?
Because he wants us to think he's dead. I don't like it, Clank. Until we know what Quark is up to, we should keep this quiet. If the Q-Force finds out that Quark ran out on us, they might lose hope.
I understand. I do not like it, but I understand.
Hey, what's he got there?
It is a data disk. Quark must have taken it from the Star Cruiser.
That must be what he went back for. Let's get back to the Phoenix and decode it.
It is H-22's birthday. We're having a party.
I don't know. Sounds more like a battle than a party.
I told you he wouldn't go for it.
You guys just hang in there. I'll be there as soon as I can. Hey Al, what's up?
Let's see. The neural matrix of this autonomous simulacrum retains an imprint of the template's original psyche embedded at its core level.
You lost me after, let's see.
He means it may be possible to reverse the process.
Dude. What a trip.
Cool, I guess. Al, we recovered a data disk from Nefarious's cruiser. Can you decode it?
Of course. Yes. Ooh. Omega-class asymmetric encryption. Finally, a challenge worthy of my skills. Oh, by the way, we found something interesting in Quark's quarters.
Hey, if it's another crotchetizer, I don't even want to...
It is a Quark vid comic. Specifically, it is episode 5 of the Dr. Nefarious series. But as everyone knows, only 4 issues were ever published. Not even my pals in the Quark Cadets fan club have ever heard of this issue. And those guys are real geeks, if you know what I mean.
I sure do. Thanks, Al. We'll check it out.
Attention all crew members! You are required to attend a mandatory yoga class at 4-7.
You got here just in... time, Sarge. Looks like the Noids are getting ready to attack through those tunnels. Incoming! Place those Tyrannoids!
got here just in time, Sarge. Looks like the Noids are getting ready to attack through those tunnels.
Incoming! Waste those Tyrannoids!
You got here just in time, Sarge. Looks like the Noids are getting ready to attack through those tunnels.
Incoming! Waste those Tyrannoids!
Mission accomplished. It's a good thing the Rangers were here to pull your tail out of the fire, hey, Sarge?
Sarge, we got Noids all over the place! We need backup! I don't wanna die!
To fly the hover ship, use the left analog stick. Press X or L1 to ascend, square or L2 to descend. Use the right analog stick to aim, and press circle or R1 to fire rockets.
It's all over the place! We need backup! I don't want to die! To regroup. Looks like you're going solo on this mission, Sarge. Yeah, the squad's got a mandatory aerobics class we can't miss. Anyway, give those four-eyed scum sacks a whooping for us. Solo on this mission, Sarge. Yeah, the squad's got a mandatory aerobics class we can't miss. Anyway, give those four-eyed scum sacks a whooping for us.
You This is the true story that Captain Quark hoped you would never see. The unauthorized, uncensored, and utterly unbelievable missing chapter of the Quark comic series. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just a word of advice, Nefarious. Quit while you're ahead.
And so, Quark believed that the threat posed to the galaxy had been ended forever, but he was dead wrong.
Bottoms up. Somebody say something.
What took you so long?
I was picking out some new curtains for the torture chamber. They're crushed velvet with a gold lame trim. Oh, I think they really add life to the space.
Never mind them now. Grab Quark and let's get out of here.
Of course, sir.
Oh, Quark. I've never met a man like you. After you, I'll be ruined for other men.
That's what they all say.
Where am I?
You're in my secret prison, awaiting the most ingenious and depraved punishment I can possibly imagine. Come, Lawrence. It's time for my massage.
Oh, goody.
Using his antenna as a lockpick, Quark eventually managed to open the door to his cell.
Almost got it.
But his escape did not go unnoticed.
Uh-oh.
Press circle to fire my blaster. Hold down R1 and move the left analog stick for precision aiming.
Perhaps we should flood the facility with boiling acid. Oh, I like the way you think, Lawrence. Can we do that? Make it so. Look, he's getting away! Do something, Lawrence! Perhaps we should flood the facility with boiling acid. Oh, I like the way you think, Lawrence. Can we do that? Make it so. Ah. Look, he's getting away! Good stuff.
After his narrow escape from the clutches of Dr. Nefarious, Quark dropped out of the public eye. Truth is, Quark was holed up in his secret hideout on the Thran asteroid, terrified that Dr. Nefarious would make good on his promise of revenge. When Nefarious didn't resurface, Quark assumed he was gone forever and returned to his career as a high-profile celebrity superhero. But the galaxy had not seen the last of Dr. Nefarious.
Ouch! What do you think you're doing, you oaf?
Do hold still, sir. This is a very delicate procedure. There, that should do the trick. Go ahead, take her for a spin.
What's going on? Where are my arms? Whose butt is this?
Oh, my mistake, sir. Dreadfully sorry.
Janice.
Oh, Lance.
Oh my. We will have to get that fixed. One of these days.
I should have known Quark was full of it.
But why would Quark lie to us?
Dude, Quark is bogus, bogus, bogus.
You can ask him yourself when we see him. According to this vid comic, Quark has a secret hideout in the Thran asteroid belt. I've got a hunch he's there right now.
He says he wants to come with us.
I don't think that... Oh, wait a minute. You speak monkey?
Oh, just enough to get by.
Now what?
He says you have ears like a Florana dung beaver.
Yeah, hilarious. Let's see if he's still laughing when he finds out his pal Quark is working with Nefarious.
Major bogus.
Surely Quark would never...
He teamed up with Drek, didn't he? And I know I don't have to remind you about that protopet business. Who knows what he's capable of?
Quack.